Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. I have been out of the video business here for about 30 days. My family and I did a 28-day trip to Europe, Europe and Africa. So it included France. We actually landed in Paris the night of the World Cup, so that was interesting. And then we were in Kenya, and then Romania. Well, I say France, I should specify Paris, and then we ended up in Avignon. And so anyway, great trip. We did, so part of it was just fun travel, and then the other part was, we did some, we spent 4 days building a school in a village with Me to We, which was amazing. And of course doing some safaris and things like that too. So anyway, great trip. Never have been to Romania before, but went to visit Vlad's castle there. That was crazy. There's some crazy energy there in Romania. And of course, all in all, a really amazing trip. So, but good to be back. I will have to do a blog post on some of the insights and things that we're doing different now that we're back. So NVIDIA. So I saw today on the news, it's like, oh my gosh, NVIDIA is getting crushed. And you can see here that it closed at $257. Right now we're trading at $250. So the expected move on the stock was $15. All right, and so I think this is something too, and I know if some of you have been trading for a while, you'll know what I'm talking about here, but if you have not been trading for a while and you don't know what the expected move is, then you've got to really be careful how you look at a stock move after hours like this. So the expected move in this case is $15. Okay, so what does that mean? That means the market expected either $15 move higher or $15 move lower, or somewhere in between. All right, so where would that put us? So 257 minus 15, that takes us to 242, right? So where did the stock go to after hours? It went to, essentially went down the expected move, give or take, and is now bouncing. So that's very, very common, and it's just important to kind of realize that a lot of the stuff in terms of the news is, as long as the stock is trading within the expected move, it's within market expectations, and then, now we just kind of see where it opens tomorrow. So if you see things like, oh my God, NVIDIA is getting crushed after hours, that's actually not true in any way, shape, or form. It's just moving within its expected move. All right, so from there, what's going on? And of course, we've got monthly expiration tomorrow. We've set up a couple of trades based on pins and things like that. And now, big question I saw today was, well, what about the NASDAQ? Where is it going now? And especially for monthly expiration, I just think it's easiest to play, and this is a 78-minute chart. You could also use an hourly chart, but just to play on what I just call the train tracks of its current personality. And those have to be established by, I look at it as 3 touches of one or the other. Okay, and if you get 3 touches of one, great, then you can just kind of find the lowest low and just draw a parallel line there. But you'll notice that these are train tracks, right? And at some point, you just kind of assume it's going to stay on the tracks until it breaks out. And something for monthly expiration like that, it's very helpful because the markets actually tend to stay on these tracks until you get out of monthly expiration. So if you have any directional options that expire tomorrow, you've got to be very, very careful because it's going to deliberately keep some pressure on that until you get through expiration, and then it could be released. So if you've got something tomorrow, like say if you bought an out-of-the-money option at $2 and tomorrow it's at $1.50 and the premium is running out and it could expire worthless, I say just get rid of it and roll it out, and then just flip it out until the next week, and then that way you've got that time. And a lot of times, the move that you expect on Friday that doesn't happen, you'll get that pop on Monday, and then boom, there you go. So one thing we got coming up on Tuesday, which I'm looking forward to, is getting back in the saddle here. I am going to be doing a free webinar with Danielle Shagum on Tuesday, August 21st at 7 o'clock Central. That's, of course, 8 o'clock East Coast time. And we're going to be talking about the 5-star options for income, how to turn choppy conditions into solid weekly options income. So what's fascinating about this is the combination of things that, of course, I've learned over the years, and then it's also stuff that Danielle has kind of discovered on her journey as well, and we're just kind of combining the best of both worlds here, and just talking about, okay, how to exploit a newbie simple setup to generate reliable income each week, okay, which is awesome. When to avoid call options like the plague, and stack the odds in your favor with sleep at night income strategies instead. All right, and that's always kind of nice when you just like, you know, some traders like to put something on and stare at it and manage it, and other times like, you know what, I've got stuff to do. I don't have time for this, so I'm going to put on this strategy instead. And so the important thing is just to understand both, and then you know when you can actually use it. From there, why Danielle's 5-star option income strategy can generate steady cash flow for smaller accounts, even on a part-time basis. Which specific tools and indicators Danielle uses uses exactly when to take these off, and then Danielle's proven checklist for selecting stocks with maximum profit potential and the least possible risk. So some really cool stuff there. And again, you can just sign up. It'll be a free webinar, and looking forward to seeing you then.